I'm going to draw my own construction lines and just use it as a general guide. I don't like this pose, actually. Fortunately, I can just click on the 3D. Oh no! Now, as you can see, this has actually gone wrong. Hello everyone, welcome back to Doki Doki Drawing. Today we're looking at 3D features in ClipStudio Paint. Now what I'm drawing on here is the Cintiq Wacom Pro, or the Wacom Cintiq Pro 16-inch pen, monitor, display, tablet thingy. Obviously it's a screen and you can draw on it, but what we really want to look at today is the cool features that are hiding in here. Now we had a look at this in a previous video, and what I noticed is one of the features that I didn't have time to really go in depth looking at. Oh wow, what is this? Okay, so I think that's now downloading, but anyway, what I really wanted to show you was if you open up the 3D feature in here, it's hiding, it's one of these. Oh, there it is, here we go. If you go over to poses and you choose on the category for people, you can actually grab one of these models in here. You can actually edit the model. You can actually click on one of these things here. This is the object properties. You can actually open up this window a little bit larger and you can have access to things about the object that can change the shape of it. So I'm just going to go over here to body shape, and if I just drag this slider around, look, I can make a larger body type or a slimmer body type, and then I guess this one is going from, actually I'm not really sure what this is changing. Oh, a muscular body type or a less muscular body type. And then you've got a few sliders over here. You can make the person, this is what they call SD style in Japan, when you have like the head about the same size as the entire body. Such a convenient feature, especially if you're interested in, you know, mimicking a lot of the looks that you have in anime and manga styles. Wow, now that's stylish. So as you can see, quite a lot of variety in what's possible with this feature here. But what I want to do is I just want to have a standard middle of the road size here. Zoom out a bit. So this four-way slider can actually change different features of the person based on only that body part. I had no idea. So if I change it to the legs and I go over here, I can have super long legs like this, or I can have super short legs like this, or right in the middle, and then give them a massive head. What? And crazy. Whoa! And there you have it. This is the character. But it's actually not that crazy. You could totally have a character that looks like this. That's fantastic. I'm actually going to design a character based on this. So I'm going to make this layer nice and transparent. And then I'm going to trace over the top of this to make a new character. So let's go into the pencil tool. I'm going to grab blue again because it's nice and easy to see. Now, even though this is already built for me in 3D, I'm going to draw my own construction lines and just use it as a general guide. Oh, this is going to be really bizarre. I don't like this pose, actually. Fortunately, I can just click on the 3D. Oh no! Now, as you can see, this has actually gone wrong. I don't want it to move the head. If I press this button, that will lock the head in place so that when I move this, the head doesn't actually get affected. That's genius. No, this is all gone very... It's even better now. I would actually rather just restart using this new, even better pose. I'm thinking kind of large, kind of crazy eyes. They're gonna bulge out the front here. The eyebrows are gonna be flying off the body. We need hair. We need lots and lots of hair. In fact, maybe he walks around on his hair. His hair provides the leg movement. He's got like foot hair. This is what's really freaky about this character, is he's got pretty normal legs. I'm actually going to try and get rid of this 3D model as soon as possible. Let's just get the general shapes, and then I can actually get rid of that 3D model, and there we go. Now I've got my rough sketch that I can work on. I'm going to make this thin again, and now I'm going to draw on top of it. So let's go in and do the face first. I'm thinking no mouth, it'll be kind of a robo style mouth. Ultraman inspired eyes, which I think is going to really do it. And all this from messing up with the 3D feature. Let's give him the old V, shall we? I haven't really thought this through. I immediately regret this decision. So have some vents here. It's like a robo version of Miku. Yeah, you gotta love tablets. The best thing about having something like this, whether you've got a really inexpensive version or an expensive version, it's just like, yeah, this is a silly drawing, but you know what? I'm not wasting any trees today, so it's okay. Now, what is the outfit going to be? Well, I've just done a fantasy video recently. How about we go for the tunic? It's gonna be a slightly short-sleeved tunic, and the leg just coming out as normal with maybe some boots. And I think it's really helped to not focus too much on the 3D original. I think it really, really does help to get rid of that 3D model as soon as possible so that you can start to loosen it up. Now the hair is actually quite genius, right? It's gonna come out of little holes here. They were not supposed to be pigtails. It was supposed to be a large clump of hair, but then when I realized they need to be the legs, then I ended up making them ponytails, Miku style. Alright, I'm really happy with that. Let's go ahead and do some line work, shall we? So I'm getting rid of the pink lines. Now I'm going to make the blue lines thin as well. And I'm not going to change the color. Now that it's on the final level of the sketch, I can go straight into black. Let's go over to my G pen. Change this down to a line thickness of 5. I think 5 is good. So one thing about these tablets is they do get a little bit warm. And even though it's not very warm, because it's not cool, your hand does sweat more than before. You know what? I think this needs some thickness here. We're gonna actually give it slight bevel. How about that? That already looks way better! Learned a lot of these tricks from Doki Doki videos. The real beauty of this is that I never would have drawn something like this normally. Coming up with really weird 3D stuff, let's face it, even though the feature is really good, using it is still not super intuitive. Until I can like reach my hand into the screen and move the doll into the exact shape I want. And by the way, there is a tool that lets you do that with a physical, like there's a physical robot, and manipulating the robot will manipulate the position of the doll in the software. We don't have one of those today, but if we did, that's probably what we would need. Until we can actually control the movement of the model like that, it's actually quite fun to just do it incorrectly and end up with something totally bizarre. Why does he have eyebrows? That doesn't even make sense. Something I sometimes do is I go back into the rough. I'll go click on the rough here and go, yeah, that's not right. That'll do, that'll do. Okay, I'll draw something like that. Now is actually quite a good time to show you a random little feature that's quite helpful. If you go over to the command bar, you can actually change it so that the options that show up here in the top of the bar, like this one, I'm going to add the mirror image button, like so. Now, because this button here has appeared, I can now click on it at the top, and it's called the command bar. And I can check my balance of the image, or if it's just easier to draw at this angle. Yeah, that's definitely not correct, but hey, we're gonna run with it. Yeah, not being able to slide my hand along the screen is really frustrating. And that's not a problem with the tablet, that's just, I need to buy another glove. I lose them really quickly. Now let's do the hair as well, and then we'll do the body last, I think. This doesn't look very stable, does it? I want this to look more like that. Yeah, have like a heel hair. I'm gonna put it on this side as well. Alright, almost there. We've got the head and the hair. Now we just need to finish off the body tunic. Not sure if the hand can do that, but today it can. Alright, almost finished, but the last part we have to do is give it a title. Kya! Another epic video! Alright, essentially all I wanted to show you is that if you go over here and drag in something completely different, like, I don't know, a person waving, you can go in and you can change every aspect of this character, like longer legs or slightly smaller. Like this is like quite common. Like if 3D models don't seem to work perfectly for the proportions, like especially in a lot of anime, like there's some where the characters are super buff and have really wide arms, but then they've also got some where it's like they've got literally no width to their shoulders at all. Like, there's not only these human characters, but you've also got lots of useful things. For example, let's say you need just a ballpoint pen. You can drag that in, zoom in on it. Whoa, way too big. You could trace it. You could even just use the pen just so that you can put it in someone's hand, like so. Get the shape of what the hand would look like when they're holding a pencil, and then just not draw the pencil at all if you wanted. So many ways that you could use this. I didn't mean to make him so big. So that's all for today. Hope you've enjoyed this Doki Doki video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.